I have been curious for a long time what the spools weigh on a traditional Ambassadeur 5000. How much a tune spool weighs, the original spool with line, tune spool, and then I want to compare these to my beloved Casitas and the Zephyr, the Kastking BFS reel. So we'll start with the traditional Ambassadeur 5000. Without bearings and stuff, it is 17.34 grams. And then when you add the little add-ons for centrifugal bearings, which are part of the spool, everything that goes on, you get up to 24.33 grams. It's quite a lot, I would say. And then you take the tune spool. That one is 12.05 grams. Pretty good. And then you add ceramic bearings, centrifugal thing, and this thing, and the little gear thing. That one goes out to 16.83 grams, which is light, or used to be super light for me. Just for curiosity, I have this 5000 original spool with brass bushings and full of line, and that one is 39.81 grams, which sounds like a lot. But when you have the right lure, 30 grams, 40 grams, you can cast long distance with this spool. So 40 grams used to be what you used, basically. Comparing this to the Casitas, with which is also centrifugal, no bearings on the spool, but a stainless steel axle with fire line, 0.14 or something. That was 22.95 grams. Well, quite a lot lighter than the Ambassadeur one. And you compare it to the Zephyr, the Kastking BFS thing, with a thin fire line and one bearing. That one is 11.9 grams, which is to me an enormous difference. This is not much rotational mass on one of these. Next up, I'll spool the custom Ambassadeur 5000 spool with line and see what happens then. Okay, so I spool the shallow Ambassadeur 5000 spool with some nylon backing and 120 meters of 0.25. Yeah, what line was it? Pyro Pro or something. And let's see what it weighs. Ooh. So the line weighs quite a lot. How much was it without? 17.5. So the line is more than 10 grams. Interesting. Okay, so for the the test I will do here. This is the smallest lure I'm likely to use. It's a 3.5 grams head and a tiny rubber jig. So what does that weigh? Okay, so it's the rubber jig weighs quite a lot, 6.25. Next one up is the 5 gram head with the same little rubber fish. That's 8 grams. Here's like a, for me, normal size jig with a 7 gram head. That's basically 12 grams all of a sudden. And kind of a big one, deep water one, would be the 10 gram head with a grub here. So that's basically 13 grams. Step up to the 15 gram head with a little rubber fish. Okay, 22.2 grams. So what I'm saying basically here, with the BFS reels, I'm not really interested in 1 gram lures and stuff. This is realistically the smallest one, 6 grams, which I believe is too little for the Casitas for sure. But I want to see, I'm going to take this out to the water and see from where to where does the Zephyr work. Like 6 grams, does it do it? Of course it will. Can handle 12 grams. And where does the Ambassadeur 5000 with the shallow spool, where does that start working? And do I still need the Casitas? Let's find out. Okay, here we go. So I have a 14 gram jig, the 10 gram jig head. I have the Ambassadeur with the 29 gram spool. I have activated 4 of those little clutch weights inside. And we'll see if I can reach the other side of this. Not fully. But the funny thing is, this reel is actually coming alive with just 14 grams. I have a feeling that's the big advantage of the light spool. Yeah. I can quite easily reach the other side with 14 grams, which is, it used to be spinning reel territory for me. This is my pike reel, so it shouldn't work well with 14 grams. And then again, this spool is not, it's not super light at 29 grams. And now I wonder with the when the line gets wet, it should be more than 30 grams. But I get a little bit interested in ordering a lighter spool from AliExpress, but I could save 2.5 grams, and then I could get the full ceramics. I would save a couple more grams. Yeah, I can easily reach the other side with 14 grams. The reel makes a funny noise. Is that the ceramics? Could be. Yeah, but anyway, with a lighter spool, full ceramics, and lighter line, thinner line, this reel would become a perch or not BFS, but okay. Now 5 clutch blocks activated. There are a total of 6 in there, so that's a funny thing. When you have ceramic bearings, everything is spinning freer, and then you have to increase the braking, which sounds like it defeats the purpose of better bearings. But no, I don't think so. Whew. Exactly on the other side with the 5 centrifugal brake blocks activated. So for sure, with the old bearings, I had 2 blocks. I had to kind of decrease the braking. Oh, with the bronze bushings. But with this one, I have to have 5 blocks. Whoop. I have to brake it a little bit to not get caught in the trees. So conclusion, the 5000 can easily handle. It comes alive with 14 grams. I could probably go lower, but I will not do that because it's kind of stupid. So I can kind of safely say that this one will meet the BFS reel, the Kastking Zephyr. I will try the Zephyr with the same lure, 14 grams, and see what happens. Okay, now the Kastking Zephyr with the same 14 gram jig. Brake settings to a little bit more than 4. And I will see if I cast as far with this one. I have my little spinning rod because I can't find a casting rod that fits my requirements, like 3 to 14 grams and short. I don't want a BFS rod up to 7 grams because that's below my starting weight, pretty much. Now we'll see if I can reach the other side. No, a little bit, not as close to the other side. Could be because of this kind of wimpy rod. Or it could be the magnetic brakes that are stopping this lure too much. Oh no! I get as close to the other side with this one. So, what does this mean? What does this mean? It means BFS reel is very nice with, I would say, up to 14 grams lures. Ah, it's so smooth. Yeah. Very much similar casting distances. That's basically I'm avoiding casting into the trees on the other side. And I know this reel handles lighter lures for sure. It's so smooth with the stock bearings, stainless steel bearings. They say it's Japanese bearings. But still, of course, I ordered this full ceramics for this one. Not because it's needed, but because it's kind of cool. What are these people occupying my waters? I don't know, let's try one more. Oh, it's so smooth. These bearings are really nice. So yeah, I could easily live with Kastking Zephyr and the light rod. It's so light, this setup. But funny enough, this one with a too heavy line and does the same job. I reach the other side, no problem. But this one is so much nicer to fish. This one is overkill. And then above 14 grams, of course I will use this one with another rod. Yeah, what's happening here? Okay, now that's, I think the conclusion is that they meet at 14 grams, these things. Okay, so now we have a, I guess, real BFS lure, 3.5 grams. And how does it, it's not something I would normally do, I think. A little overrun, and about third way apart, or third way across. Well, that little lure is looking, well, let's see if I can do it without overrun. Yeah, almost halfway across. So yeah, I'm not sure for me if I would ever. That's about similar distance to a ultralight spinning setup, I think. So yeah, it works. And now we have the 3.5 gram jig head, the rubber fish, which comes to 6.3 grams or something complete. And let's see, that was 60% across. It seems like I need to do one test cast to get in the swing. I have to wait for this concept of other people. Ah, beautiful. That's about 80% across with a 6. That's a meaningful distance, that's what I'm saying. And to me, the main advantage with the spinning setup is precision. I could almost reach across this canal, which by the way is about 35 meters. But with this 6 gram lure, it's a very enjoyable experience. While the 3.5 gram thing is, to me it's, I don't know, the lure is too small and I just don't see any purpose of it. Well, that was not the idea. I'm not supposed to bite today. No. Let me help you. You're supposed to unwinding super fast so you wouldn't bite. And you swallow it deep. I hope I don't hurt you now. Oh. Woo. Anyway, so what about the Casitas? Everybody asks. Does it still have a place in my... Actually, I had to do a little bit of dialing in here to see. So let's see what it goes for. It's about the same as the other two. Basically the same. But this one has the ceramic hybrids. Needs a little more dialing in, a little more centrifugal brake. It's not as easy to reach the other side. It's not as easy. I have to use more force. Yeah. I could probably dial it in a little bit. Adjust centrifugal brakes to reach the other side, but it doesn't offer anything above the BFS rail, in my opinion. But then again, with probably with a 20 gram, maybe it finds its purpose. But with this one, no, I wouldn't. It's not better than the Zephyr. Is it retirement time? I will see.